70s to low 80s. The rest of the state, they're in the 80s. In the Ohio Valley, temperatures are in the low 60s to low 70s in Ohio. Kentucky, temperatures are in the 70s, along with Indiana and Illinois, with the exception of Chicago, which is at 62 degrees due to the lake breeze, which lowers the temperature, and that includes Cleveland as well. Let's go to Michigan and Wisconsin. Temperatures in the lower part of Michigan, they are in the mid-50s to upper 60s. Upper Peninsula, upper 40s to mid-50s. Wisconsin, temperatures are in the 50s. In Minnesota, temperatures range from 44 in International Falls to 55 in Rochester. In the Dakotas, temperatures range from the mid-40s to the low 60s. Going down the Missouri River. In Iowa, temperatures are in the mid-50s to mid-60s. In Missouri, 70s to low 80s. Same story to 80 degrees plus Kansas as well. In Nebraska, temperatures range from the mid-50s to low 70s. Montana, temperatures are in the 40s to mid-50s, where temperatures range from 41 degrees in Great Falls and Helena to 57 in Miles City. In Idaho, temperatures are in the 40s in the northern half of the state, southern half 50s to low 60s. In Wyoming, temperatures range from 48 in Cody to 70 in Casper. I gotta stretch. Let's take a look in the Great Basin and Colorado. Colorado, temperatures are in the 60s, mid-60s to mid-70s. In Utah, temperatures range from 57 in Vernal to 77 in St. George. Throughout the rest of Utah, they are in the 60s. In places like Nevada, throughout much of Nevada in the northern part of the state, sorry about that, temperatures range from the mid-40s to mid-50s, but going down to the southern tip of Nevada, where temperatures are going to be in the upper 50s to low 70s. In the desert southwest, in New Mexico, temperatures are in the upper 60s to low 80s. In Arizona, in the northern half of the state, temperatures are in the mid-50s to upper 60s. In the southern half, temperatures are in the upper 70s to low 80s. California, we got temperatures that are in the upper 50s to mid-60s throughout the coastal part of California. 79 in Indio, the Central Valley, California. They range from the mid-50s to low 70s. In the Pacific Northwest, in Oregon, temperatures range from 41 in Bend to 61 in Eugene. Throughout the rest of the state, they are in the upper 40s to mid-50s. In Washington State, temperatures are in the upper 40s to mid-50s. Now let's take a look at gusts. There's a lot of gusts, still remaining gusts as a result of the nor'easter from this weekend and yesterday. The gusts are around 30 to 40, maybe close to 50 miles an hour in some places, from Cape Cod to Cape Hatteras. Still dealing with that nor'easter, and it will go away in a matter of few days by tomorrow. Places like Desert Southwest and the Great Basin, winds in many places, they range from gusts of around 40 to 60, maybe 70, or maybe in a few cases 80 miles an hour. And that includes the the outskirts of the Los Angeles area, Las Vegas, north of Phoenix, and in a few places in the Cascades, gusts are up to 40 to 50 miles an hour. In the Dakotas, up to 30. Let's take a look at humidity. There is plenty of humidity in New England, but still a little bit of humidity still left over throughout parts of much of the Northeast, all the way to the Outer Banks. And plenty of humidity in the Northern Plains. And a ton of humidity that's located in much of California, from Los Angeles to Reno, Lake Tahoe. Let's talk about rainfall accumulation. Well, in the next 12 hours, it could be as much as up to an inch of rain in places like the upper Mississippi Valley, like Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and some rainfall estimates could be as much as an inch of rain in many places throughout California, Nevada, Utah, parts of Idaho, parts of Wyoming, and a few places in Montana and central New Mexico. Check any new snowfall in the next 12 hours. Could be as much as about a foot of snow to maybe close to 2 feet of snow in a few places throughout the Sierra Nevadas. Up to 6 inches of snow throughout some places in the Great Basin like Nevada, northern Utah, Yellowstone, and a few parts in Idaho and Montana. Elsewhere, not much. Do consult with your local officials and your local weather office for more up-to-date, real-time rainfall estimates, snowfall estimates, and as well as gusts, wind direction, wind speed, and that's all. This is all just estimates that you guys are seeing. This is the upper level map. Let's take a look. Okay, so let's assume that this is right now. And we do have a ridge, an upper level high. That's over Texas. And there is an upper level low over California. And a trough that's off of the East Coast. A trough also translates to a trough, though. Let's take a look. Okay, so what does this mean? Means there's a lot of wet weather to deal with in the west, particularly in the southwest, and as well as the northern plains and the upper Mississippi Valley. But elsewhere, it's quite calm. There could be some buildup of some storms in the days to come in the desert southwest. Rather, some of it may be already there, but it's already dominated by dry air, though. So more dry air means there isn't much potential for storms to occur. A trough will be making its way into the Great Basin. A ridge would still plague all over the south central part of the U.S. And a trough will be over Maine. What's this mean? Storms will happen throughout the desert southwest all the way to the northern plains, Minnesota. There could be some storms that could pop up. And maybe a chance of some pop-up storms in parts of the south, though, but we'll see about that. In Thursday night, which is 2 days from now, there will be an upper level low, a trough that there will be It will occur in the western part of the Dakotas, a ridge over the mid-Mississippi Valley, and an upper level low just southeast of Cape Cod. Well, oh yeah, and there's going to be a ridge offshore from the west coast. What does this mean? Some parts of the desert southwest would still experience some wet weather, but though there's going to be some storms from Texas all the way to Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Dry weather would be a thing throughout the Northeast and the Pacific Northwest too, and parts of California too. And finally, let me stretch. It's going to be a ridge. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I accidentally turned something on. There's going to be a ridge, small folding ridge over the southeast. A folding trough just over the central part of the U.S. And there is an upper level low just sitting southwest of California, just off of Baja, California, New Mexico. What does this mean? There's going to be some wet weather that's going to occur in places like Texas all the way to the Great Lakes region. And parts of the northern plains will get some wet weather as well. Maybe a chance of wet weather moving into the Pacific Northwest, but that may not be so ideal. But that may not happen. But we'll check it out soon. Now then. Let's go to the tropics. Now, let's see what's going on. Okay, so we do have something that could form here. But then we do have a lot of strong winds aloft in the Caribbean and the Gulf. And maybe something could form. I think that's Lorenzo right here. I'll have to check back just to prove my point. But regardless, there's a trough just off the east coast, an upper level high, sitting over much of the U.S. Now let's move to 24 hours. Nothing eventful happening in the Caribbean and the Gulf. Though a tropical wave could form, but dry air is going to occur. Yet this thing could capture it, whether if it forms into a tropical storm or not. Let me just play for it right now. Not really impressed, folks. Maybe something, but not really. You do have this deep trough that's deep into the tropics right now, into the tropical Atlantic. By Friday night, any chance of development is squandered. But not much is happening. Maybe something could form in the Caribbean. Well, maybe something could form in the Caribbean, but the Gulf, not so. I don't know about right here, just off of Africa. Plenty of strong winds are dominating throughout the tropical Atlantic, though. First Saturday night, Sunday night. Quite disorganized, even if it had any chance of development whatsoever. But the Caribbean, yeah, its chances of developing any systems, not quite there. Monday morning, Monday night, maybe something, but not quite. Dry air, strong winds a lot, but either way, it's a mess in terms of this being a barometric swamp. And as well, there could be something forming in the southern Caribbean Sea. Not much here in the Gulf. And after that, in 7 days from now, maybe something could form, but it's not quite there. And maybe something is going to form in the Caribbean. But time will tell, though. But guessing game after that. Let's check the European model.